How to engrave the inside of a ring using the GEM-RX machine. Engraving the inside of a ring on a GEM-RX machine doesn't have to be difficult. By following these simple steps you can be on your way. Steps 1. Make sure the engraving machine is in its home position and the engraving head is to the right. 2. Attach the inside ring diamond head to the spindle housing using the 2 thumb screws provided. 3. Remove the pen holding attachment, if fitted from the headstock, using the spanners provided. 4. Ensure that the vise jaws are fully opened, remove all jigs and the tailstock from the engraving machine. 5. Fit the ring engraving chuck, by screwing it in place of the pen holder. Make sure you have the inside ring engraving jaws fitted, these are black. When fitting the chuck, ensure that you use the spanner provided to hold the driven part of the headstock and only tighten the chuck finger tight. Over-tightening may damage the drive stock gears and make the chuck difficult to remove. 6. Now switch on the engraving machine and launch the engraving software. The engraving machine will now move to its home position. 7. You will now be presented with the opening selection box. Select New Drawing. You will now be asked the mode you wish to load. Select Inside Ring Engraving, third icon from the left, and then press OK. You will now see the engraving area on a yellow background on the screen. 8. You are now ready to clamp your ring into the ring jaws, but first you must measure the width of the ring. This must be carried out accurately, otherwise your design will not be engraved centrally within the ring. The smallest diameter ring you can accommodate is 12 mm and the largest is 32 mm. You are now ready to set up the ring with text, etc. in your engraving software. 9. You should now have a rectangular white workspace area on a yellow background on your screen. The workspace area is the equivalent of the inside of the ring unfolded. This makes it easier to place your text. Press F7 on your keyboard to zoom into your workspace. 10. Now select Auto Layout from the text menu or toolbar icon. You will now have the Auto Layout dialog box. In the Auto Layout dialog box, ensure that the inside ring mode is selected, third icon from the left. In diameter, enter the diameter of the ring, i.e. 22 mm. In the ring width, enter the width of the ring, i.e. 9 mm. In fonts, select the font you require to use, click on OK. 11. Your layout will now be on the screen. Note the text will be centered from top to bottom and side to side in the horizontal plane, see Figure 6. If you are satisfied with the layout, you are now ready to send the job to the engraving machine. At this stage, ensure you have placed the ring in the chuck and the engraving machine is switched on. From the production menu, select Engrave, now select Inside Ring using diamond. This automatically sets the feed rates, depths, etc. correctly for ring engraving, then click on OK. 12. You will now have a dialog box pop up as in Figure 7. This tells you that the design and ring on the screen is in the wrong orientation and should have its axis swapped. Click on Yes. This will now give you an exact view of your ring, in the correct orientation with the ring engraving chuck. The job will have been sent to the engraving machine in the correct orientation, ready to start engraving. 13. If you check the keyboard of the engraving machine, you will now have the green home positioning light and the start-stop lights illuminated. Press the Start/Stop button, the diamond engraving head will now automatically move down, then to the left into the outside edge of the ring to be engraved. The yellow position light and the green Start/Stop lights will now be illuminated. This indicates that you should be in the correct position. If you find that the diamond tip is not in the correct position, i.e. on the outside edge of the ring, you can use the X-axis move keys on the keypad to adjust the position. 14. When you are happy that the positioning is correct, press the stop-start button again. You will now have the blue surface light and the green stop-start lights will now be illuminated. You now need to pick the surface. Using the Z down button on the keypad, second from right, bottom, jog slowly down to the surface of the ring. Once you are satisfied you are at the surface, press the stop button. The machine will start engraving the ring. Once the engraving has finished, the diamond engraving head will move to the right and clear the center of the ring and the red finish light will be lit. 15. Congratulations, you have just engraved your first inside ring. Tips. Note: one of the most important things when engraving a ring is to make sure that you measure the ring width as accurately as possible and if necessary jog the diamond to the outside edge of the ring. This will ensure that the engraving will be placed correctly in the center of the ring. Things. Gem RX4 SST 550. Gem VX4 SST 595. Universal 300 SST 567. GEM ring attachment SST 551. Universal ring attachment SST 596.